The Last Case of Benedict Fox is a game I've been wanting to play for quite some time now. Its beautiful Lovecraftian visual style caught my eye, and I've been interested ever since. I finally thought it would be the perfect time to check out the game with all the updates the developer's plot twist have been adding to it. I wanted to see if the game was finally worth playing, as it was released with a ton of issues, and I wanted to experience the game at its best. The Last Case of Benedict Fox is a 2D Metroidvania type game that has you play as a detective named Benedict Fox who is accompanied by his demonic companion. The story starts with Benedict tracking down his father, who he has never met. When Benedict arrives at his father's location, he and his companion feel that the house is empty and filled with anguish. Unfortunately, Benedict discovers that his father is dead, which leads him to searching for answers by using his companion's ability to enter people's memories. And this ability transports them to a mirror dimension known as Limbo. While exploring through this dimension, you will come across your father's memories and his inner demons to learn more about his past and eventually learn the truth. I think that The Last Case of Benedict Fox does a great job at telling its story, as it will be told by stumbling across hidden memories or by discovering certain items around its world. I found myself to be interested in learning about the past events that have happened by finding these hidden memories, as it always had me interested in wanting to learn more. The story always found a way to keep me interested, even when I was spending most of my time trying to solve the game's various puzzles. As you explore this world, you will come across a variety of items that will be used to solve these puzzles. You will also discover pages around the world that will give you hints or clues. After completing a puzzle, it will unlock a door leading to a new area on your map. Your map at first will be completely blank, so you'll have to explore the world to reveal areas you've been. I thought this was great, as I was constantly wanting to explore the world, searching for new items so that I could reach the next undiscovered area on my map. While exploring these dimensions, Benedict will have to fight against its demons in order to survive. Benedict isn't defenseless though, as he'll be equipped with a bayonet, a flare gun, and his companion's abilities. I found combat in this game to be very enjoyable, as I really liked using Benedict's abilities like his flare gun that did a lot of damage to most of the demons that I encountered. This ability is balanced, as you'll have to use light attacks or heavy attacks to generate ammo. The companion's abilities are a great time too, as you will first start off with a parry. You will also have a grappling ability that grabs enemies, allowing you to throw them. The one ability that I wasn't fully a fan of was using heavy attacks, because you needed to crouch by holding down left stick and then holding X to perform an attack. When doing this, you are vulnerable, and I didn't encounter many enemies where I needed to use this attack. The developers added an update like button remapping, but there's really no way that you can remap this ability. Overall, Benedict's abilities are solid, and you can upgrade them or acquire new ones. The way that you can upgrade and acquire these new abilities is by meeting an interesting cast of characters that will be introduced to you in the house. The first person that you'll be introduced to is Henry. Henry sells Benedict items like miracle water, which is used so he can heal himself. You also can upgrade these items so that you can have a larger quantity or a better effect. The second person that's introduced is the tattooist, who is a woman who will tattoo Benedict so that you can upgrade his companion's abilities. This is my favorite person to go to for upgrades, because not only does she upgrade your abilities, but she also can give you new ones. My favorite ability was using the companion's dive. This ability was so much fun to use because you could dive down on your enemies, dealing damage to anyone caught in its radius. I also like how you can acquire new abilities that will help you access blocked areas. The last person that's introduced is the weaponsmith, who upgrades Benedict's weapons. I found that these upgrades were very useful, as you can gain more ammo for your flare gun, or you can have a wider swinging radius with your bayonet. Unfortunately, this is the part of the video where I need to talk about the game's biggest flaws. I felt that the enemies in this game lacked variety, and the game only has 2 challenging boss fights that require you to use your combat abilities. I really wish that The Last Case of Benedict Fox would have given me a wider variety of enemies to encounter, but instead uses the same demons only to make them annoyingly stronger, or giving them the ability to explode. By the time I seen a new enemy that introduced a new mechanic, I felt I was halfway through the game and got really bored. The boss fights were also really disappointing, because at first you're introduced to a really cool first boss fight that challenges your knowledge of the combat system, but then afterwards you are left with boss fights that are just chase sequences that have you running for your life, platforming until you've reached safety. With the lack of interesting combat, puzzles also get very repetitive, as basically it's the main thing that you'll be doing on repeat until you've reached the end of the game. The only enjoyable part of the game that had me hooked until the end was the game's story. Overall, I do think The Last Case of Benedict Fox has a lot of great things about it, like its mysterious and interesting story or its fun and difficult puzzles. I also loved every second of exploring its paranormal world that had me interested in exploring it to its fullest. It just sucks that the game has fun abilities to use, but has boring and repetitive enemies and boss fights that never really test your skills. Despite its flaws, I do think the game is good, but I only recommend it if you get it on Game Pass or if you see it on sale. Anyways guys, that's it for me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a thumbs up and let me know, are you guys going to play The Last Case of Benedict Fox? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys, and subscribe for more gaming commentaries like this one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.